Well, hey, welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. And today I want to talk to you about why people are not taking your offers, or how I like to say, why people are not picking up what you are putting down. If people are not taking you up on your offers, meaning they're not giving you their name, email, and or phone number, it's because of three reasons. And I'm going to give you these three reasons in today's Wednesday Wisdom. Wednesday Wisdom is the day of the week where I share tools, tips, tactics, and strategies for us all to stay current and relevant on social media to generate leads, clients, customers, and sales. And if you can conquer these three things when you're making your offers, you're going to see an uptick in people who are giving you their name, email, and their phone number, and possibly even their credit cards. For those who don't know me, I am Cecelia Faye Morris, also known as the Digital Marketing Maven. And I teach business owners how to build their brand and their business, i.e., how to get leads, clients, and sales. You need automation, AI, and Facebook. So let's get into it all. But I've got one more thing. Wherever you're watching me from, give me some likes, some hearts, drop a comment, and share this video with someone who could benefit from its content. And if you're watching me on YouTube, please subscribe and click that bell so you get notified whenever I post new videos. So like I said, there's three main reasons why people are not picking up what you're putting down, meaning they don't want your offer. And the reason number one, and this is the biggest one, is you are not telling enough people about your offer. So you can't expect, one of the things when I was seeing my therapist, when he told me that I need to get out on the dating scene, I'll never forget what he said. Your Prince Charming is never going to come up to your door and ring the doorbell and say, hey, somebody told me there was a badass chick here that was beautiful, smart, intelligent, a businesswoman, blah, 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 and I want to meet her. That's not going to happen in real life, right? If I want to meet people, then I got to put myself out there so I can get met. And the same thing happens with your business. You've got to tell people who you are, what you do, and who you serve. And you can't just tell a few people, you got to tell a lot of people. And most people just figure, well, I posted it on my Facebook page, whether it's your business or your personal page, but that's not going to get you where you want to go, because only about 3 to maybe 10% of people that need to see your post are actually going to see your post. In the social media world, and I don't care what platform you're on, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, even that one I left, Twitter, they're only going to show your stuff to the people who are most active. So if your most active people are not your ideal clients, customers, and business partners, that means the people that need to see your stuff are not going to see your stuff. So again, you got to get in front of most people. And I hear you already, oh, I don't want to run Facebook ads. Well, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Facebook is the biggest social media platform on the planet for all daily social media users. There was a survey done in February of this year that looked from February 24 to February 25, and 67% of all daily social media users are on Facebook. And another 11% of all daily social media users are on Instagram. So overall, that means Facebook has 78% of the daily social media users across the globe. That means the other platforms have to share that, what is it, 68, 38%? No, 32%, because it's 68. The other social media platforms share that whole 32%. That means LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, TikTok, WhatsApp, whatever other social media platform you can name, Snapchat, if they're still around, they're all sharing 32%. So if you want to get seen by the right people, believe it or not, like it or not, they're on Facebook. So you got to get in front of enough people, and you can't rely solely on organic marketing, because organic is only going to show to the 10, 20%. Maybe I said 3 to 10, but I'll say 10 to 20, give or take. It doesn't really matter. They're only going to get shown to the most active people, not everyone, only the most active. So that's why you got to put some money behind the machine. But if you're not ready to dip anything into the realm of Facebook ads just yet, I get it. I understand. I hear you loud and clear, but there's some very cost-effective ways that you can still get in front of the right people. You can use traffic ads for like $5 a day, where you send people off Facebook to your landing page if you have one. There's video views where you can do for $1 a day. Get video views for like a penny each. It's like 100 views a day. Those are just two examples of very cost-effective ads you can do to help get you in front of the right people if you're not ready to go all in and start doing conversion ads for leads and sales. That's a way to dip your toe into the Facebook ad pond without breaking the bank. But the bottom line is you got to tell more people. And I'm going to give you some numbers. So stay to the end of this video because I am going to give you some real life examples of how to crunch the numbers to make it make sense. All right. Number 2. If you are telling enough people about your offer, you're not telling the right people if they're not picking up what you're putting down. Because it's not just about getting in front of people, it's about getting in front of the right people. The right people mean your ideal client, customer, or business partner, people who are most interested in what it is that you have. So for instance, with my network marketing business, I am targeting women who are 40 plus and fabulous, want to sleep better, have more energy, and be more present and productive in their everyday life. So some of the audience that I would target would be working women, working parents, executives, C-suite type women. Those are the type of people that I would target with my network marketing business. With my coaching business, where I teach people how to get leads, clients, and sales using automation, AI, and Facebook, I am going to target people in the network marketing space, people who are online business builders, affiliate marketers, anyone who's trying to get a foothold in the online space to reach their ideal client, customer, or business partner. And there are hundreds, if not thousands, of combinations of audiences that you can use in Facebook ads to find your tribe. Another conversation for another day, but I'm just saying you got to put some money behind the machine to not only get in front of enough people, but to make sure you are talking to the right people. So if you tackle number 1 about telling enough people, and now you're on number 2 about telling the right people, number 3, if people are still not taking you up on your offer, is you're not telling them what they want to hear. And this one is big. You've got to speak to what your audience wants. You got to speak to their pain points, their fears, their hopes, their wants, their needs, their dreams, their goals, their desires. All of that you need to speak to. And then you also need to speak to who are they going to be on the other side if they take you up on your offer. You want to talk to your audience in a way to where they're like, is this girl listening to me while I sleep? Is she in my head while I'm dreaming? How does this girl know me so well? You want to talk to them in a way to where they feel like not only do you understand, sympathize, and most importantly, empathize with their problem, but you also have the solution. So if you're not telling them what they want to hear, that's going to stop them cold from taking you up on their offer because they're not going to think that you understand their struggle, and they're certainly not going to see you as the solution to their problem. So that is number 3. So those are 3 reasons why people are not picking up what you're putting down, i.e., they're not taking you up on your offer by giving you their name, email, and or phone number. And if it's a paid offer, they're not giving you their credit card, which is where the money resides, right? Everything you want is in somebody else's wallet if you can just prove to them you have the solution to their problems. So that is what I have for you. But now I want to show you an example of how this works. First, I'm going to show you some metrics so you understand the numbers that you need to be looking for with your offers. And then I'm going to show you the numbers and what this looks like in real life. So go ahead and hang tight real quick while I share my screen. And first things first, we're going to talk about the numbers to watch in your business. All right. So the one that you need to look out for first is the one in blue. I use blue because blue usually stands for cold, and this is for a cold audience. It's your landing page conversion rate. What this means is 30% of the people who see your page need to be giving you their name, email, and or phone number. So again, I'll give you actual numbers in a second, but 30% of the people who land on who get to your landing page should give you their information. If you're not getting a 30-cent conversion, then you need to sexy up your landing page because it's not effectively communicating. 1, you understand the problem, and 2, you have the solution. So that's the first step. If your landing page isn't hitting 30%, we got to make some changes. Now, there's 2 directions you can go with your landing page depending on what it is that you have to offer. You can, and I always, by the way, I always teach this to my clients. Your landing page is to collect their information. The next page is where the magic happens. The next page can be a sales page where you give them a low ticket offer, anything from $7 to $47. You can probably even go up to $97, depending on what it is you're offering. I've seen people, which blows me away, go up to as high as $97 from a landing page. Or I'm sorry, $997 from a landing page. I'm not sure how many sales you're getting from a cold audience, but even just one sale can make a difference depending on how much they're spending to get that sale if they're running ads. But again, the sweet spot is anywhere from $7 to $47, no more than $97 for a cold audience to come from your landing page to a sales page, which is right here, the sales page. The second option that you have when people land on your page and they give you their information is to have them book a call. So on the next page, for whether it's a sales page or a book a call page, the top of the page is say, thank you for whatever, check your email. Oh, and while you're here, and you don't have to use those words, but you get what I'm saying. Oh, and while you're here, here's this other thing. So what I teach in my Magic Marketing program is your offer is the golden egg. Your lead magnet is the thing that leads to the golden egg. You want to sell the golden egg, whether it's a call or it's an product, service, or opportunity. You want to sell the golden egg. And what the golden egg does is it tells people, hey, thank you for getting my lead magnet. However, if you want to get results faster, better, easier than just using my lead magnet, then you need my golden egg. And so that's where the second page from the opt-in comes in. Again, it could be a sales page, anything from $7 to $97, or it can be to book a call, totally your choice. Now, if you're going to a sales page, you want a conversion rate of about 1 to 3%. That's the industry standard. Anything over that is excelente, but the goal is 1 to 3% for your sales page. If you want them to book a call, then the sweet spot is anywhere from 2 to 15%, depending on what type of call that you want them to book. Now, I don't know the different industries that are at the 2% versus the 15%, and I don't want you to get caught up in that either. Your goal is to get to 15% or better, because then you're beating the industry standard. So they get the landing page, you get them a 30% opt-in. Of those people, of that 30%, either 2 to 15% are going to book a call if that's your next page, or 1 to 3% are going to buy something if that's your next page. In the event that they are booking a call, then the next step is to convert those people at 10%. That means when you get on the phone with them, you need to be converting 10% of those phone calls into people who are actually interested in the product, service, or opportunity that you have to offer. So I know I'm giving you a lot of numbers, and this is probably looking like an eye chart. The other numbers on this page make sense if you are running ads or live webinars. You can see the numbers here, but I'm not getting into them for the purpose of this video. It's our landing page, what you want them to do from the landing page, and then what you can expect next. So let's put some real numbers to this so we can make it make sense. All right, so if you've got 100 people that come through your landing page, using the numbers I just described, 30% opt-in on the landing page, I picked 2% on the sales page. It was 1 to 3%. I picked 2% because that's in the middle. 6% from booked calls. Remember, that was also 2 to 15%. The middle of the road is like 6.75 or something, so I just said 6%. And then of those calls, you need to be closing 10% of those people. So let's do the math and see if the math be mathing for your business, because this could be also another indicator of why you're not making any money, and it's because you're not talking to enough people, which goes back to the number one, not talking to enough people. So if I've got a landing page and 100 people land on it, I can expect 30 of them to give me their name and email. If the next page is a sales page, meaning I want them to buy something, then I can expect 1 out of every 30 people to buy something, right? To give me their credit card. If the next page is a booked call, then I can expect 6% of the 30 people, or the 2%, to actually book a call with me. Now, here's where it gets dicey, because if you're doing booked calls from your landing page and using these numbers, starting with 100 people, you're not going to make any sales. So if 30 people give you their name and email, you're not going to make any sales, even if 2 people book a call, because the numbers just don't match. Now, you might be a superstar salesperson, and if you are, that's great and that's fantastic. But if you're not, one, you need to work on those sales skills, but two, you need to show it to more people. So I'm going to go back to the people, and let's take 500. What happens if I put 500 in here? If I show my page to 500 people, 150 of them are going to give me their name and email. That's great. 3% of them, three of them are going to give me their credit card. So out of 150 people with these numbers, I can expect 3 people to buy something. So it takes 150 people just to get 3 buyers. Now, if my goal from my landing page is to get people to book a call, I can expect 9 people to book a call, and I can expect 1 sale from that call based on the numbers for the industry standard. So that means if I want to make a sale and I'm having people book a call, I need to get 150 people on my landing page, which means I need 500 people coming through my funnel. So how close are you to the 500, right? So if we do 1,000, of course, wrong way. Not doesn't go there. Escape. Let's go back up here. Let's put in 1,000. All right. So in 1,000 people, I can expect 2 sales from people who book a call and 6 sales if I have a sales page after my landing page. So the sales page and book calls, it's not one or the other. I'm sorry, it's not both. It's either or, one or the other. The landing page is either going to go to a sales page or it's going to go to a booked call. But here's the deal. If I want people to go to a sales page, I need 300 people to give me their name and email, but 1,000 people coming through the funnel at a minimum based upon the industry standards. So this, I hope, helps make it make sense as to why when I say you're not talking to enough people and organic marketing is not going to get you where you want to go, because organic marketing is the slow road to success. You'll get there, but you won't get there very quickly. It can happen. You might have a video that goes viral, but how many of us have viral videos? So that's why I say you got to put some money behind the machine. Even if you're doing low budget Facebook ads like a traffic ad or a video use ad, you can always retarget those people, but you got to put the money to the machine. You got to put some skin in the game. And if you are running a business, you need a marketing budget anyway. Most businesses that I know of on the Fortune 500 that are successful, they are marketing, which is advertising. Marketing and advertising, by the way, side note, are not synonymous. Advertising is where you're putting something out in front of people. Marketing is where you're finding out what your audience wants. So marketing comes first, finding out what your audience wants. You can advertise, and you will advertise through marketing, but the magic happens with the advertising when your marketing tells you exactly what the people want. I know, right? You're still like, ooh, I hope your head isn't up here spinning. Don't worry. I'm going to break it down and make it all make sense. So I want to give you also an example of what can happen when you know what you're doing. This is an example of the last live workshop that I did. It was my one-day masterclass. And my numbers, these are my numbers for my masterclass. So I don't remember how many people actually registered, so I'm going to take that out. But I had 51 people sign up for my masterclass. I had 19 people show up. So going back to this little chart here where it says live webinar attendance 10 to 20%, that is the industry standard. However, for me, I had a 31%. I got the average up there, 10 to 20%. The average is 15. I had a 31% show up rate from 51 people who signed up. How do I get my show up rate so high? Because I have a kick-ass email follow-up campaign that builds anticipation and makes people want to show up. So that was great. From the 19 people that showed up, 6 people booked a call from my masterclass. That's a 32%. Booked calls is 6%. So I was almost 6 times that, right? I was over 5%, but over 5 times, not quite 6 times. But 6 out of 19 people booked a call with me. And from that call, I made 1 sale. So that means that even though the industry standard is 10% sales from calls, I was at 17%. Now you might be like, 1 sale, geez, that's not a lot. It all depends on the price of your offer. And if you want to know about my offer and you want to know how I make all the magic happen inside of what I'm sharing and showing with you today, well, then I invite you to join me in my Get Leads, Clients, and Sales Masterclass. It's a 1-day, 2-hour masterclass where I show you exactly how me and my clients are getting results just like this. Now, of course, these results aren't typical. This is me and my 7 years of working in this industry, but my clients get very similar results as well. And I'll be sharing their success stories in the masterclass. Now, again, it's really about an hour and a half. It's about 45 minutes or so, give or take, of me talking. And then the rest is answering questions from people in the masterclass. And then I invite you to schedule a call with me. And then from the call, we decide if maybe magic marketing is a good fit. If magic marketing is not a good fit for you right now, that's okay. I give you tools and tips that you can use to get ready for magic marketing in the not too distant future. So magic marketing is my signature program. Magic stands for Mastering AI Genius in Content Marketing. So anybody that was with me prior to 2022, they know, and you probably do too, the struggles that we all face trying to come up with ad copy, trying to come up with the messaging, trying to come up with our email follow-ups. In November 2022, that's when ChatGPT came on the scene and totally blew up, everything that we know about marketing because it became our copywriter, our virtual assistant. I mean, ChatGPT does so many things. And if you attend the masterclass live, you're going to get your hands on my content idea generator, which is valued at $497, which shows you how to easily and effortlessly create content for whatever you want to do. It can be a social post, it can be a quiz, it can be 10 steps, it can be the top 10 list, it can be a blog, right? Video scripts, whatever you want to do, you are going to get my custom GPT. The Content Generator Pro has a value of $497. You get it free just for the price of admission. Oh, what's the price of admission, you ask? $0. So you're actually coming out ahead of the game, even if you decide magic marketing isn't right for you. But if what I shared with you is something you want to know how to do so people will start picking up what you're putting down, I invite you to join me in my next magic marketing masterclass so you can start mastering AI genius in content marketing so you can get leads, clients, and sales using automation, AI, and Facebook. That is today's Wednesday Wisdom. I am Cecelia Faye Morris, also known as the Digital Marketing Baby. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you give me some likes and love, drop a comment, share this with somebody who can benefit. And if you're on YouTube, subscribe and click that bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. I will see you next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.